Hi, I'm Melanie Walker, and this is How to Live a Life, the Eco Edition. Now, how many of you know about the difference between slow and fast food? What does it actually mean? We're going to tell you right now as I talk to Melissa de Below. What is the slow food movement and where did it all come from?
Slow food started in Italy about 30 years ago when a very well-known fast food chain decided they wanted to open a branch in historical part of Rome. So the Italians were totally enraged by this. And they decided they were going to do something about it. And they took it to court and they managed to stop it for a while at least. But then out of that, the slow food movement was started. So as an antithesis to fast food. And the mantra of slow food is food that is good, clean and fair.
Mm. Okay, so how did it become a big thing around the world? But it's gone to incorporate other stuff as well.
Well, it's now sort of spread to 160 countries around the world. So it's a concept that has excited a lot of people. And to me, that suggests that people are sort of all have a desire to reconnect to their traditional foods, because the reason why the Italians started slow food is they felt their traditional foods were under threat. So it's caught on around the world. And yeah, it's just spreading
like wildfire.
Wildfire.
Wildflowers, wildfire. One of those things.
Yeah.
But so it's not just about, a lot of people will say, okay, slow food, it's about the carbon footprint of bringing the food to your table, that you're not bringing it from like something that's grown in South America being packaged in Thailand and then sold in England.
Yeah.
So it's something that you're getting from your area. Is it about that as well, or is it just about actually being true to your traditional roots?
No, absolutely. It's everything that's got to do with saving our environment as well. They all interconnected. You can't separate them from each other. Carbon foot. So it's related to climate change as well, and it comes back to the types of traditional foods that we consume, or we used to, is that they used to be better adapted to droughts and higher temperatures, and that's where these foods are also in the future going to be useful for adaptation to climate change as our climate becomes more volatile and unpredictable.
So how have the people in South Africa been adapting the slow food movement to what goes on down here? Because we're really far away from the rest of Europe.
We are very far behind, and that's kind of what I'm trying to achieve through the slow food movement, and sort of trying to preach the gospel, so to speak, of slow food. So slow food in South Africa is still a very small organization, but there are people who have some projects going that are kind of slowly but surely planting the seed, so to speak, of the idea of slow food. One of the first examples was the Rex Union Orange Orchard near Rustenburg.
Now, what's so special about this orange?
It was an orange that was introduced by George Rex, what was bred by George Rex, who was, a settler in this country. But what's interesting about this orange is just a very high quality marmalade orange, and so much more superior to any bitter orange that you'll find commonly in the shops. So, that's where the slow food component comes in, about the quality. It's organically grown. So some people set out to help the farmers save the crop, and another farmer assisted in taking cuttings of the Rex Union trees and planting them and raising them in their nursery, and Slow Food has sponsored that and donated the sort of baby trees back to the farm, who have planted those now. So that there's a continuation now of the tradition of that orange.
That's the thing, is a lot of these foodstuffs otherwise might actually go extinct because they're not being used as much before. And one project that you're involved with, I've found, and in fact you've given me seeds and I've given seeds to everybody as well, is about the African rainbow maize.
So already you're living by the slow food ethos, just in a small little way. The rainbow maize is a traditional maize. It's a multicolored maize, and it was kind of spontaneously named for the South African rainbow generation. A few farmers decided that's what they were going to call it. So whether that's a real name or not, I don't know. But basically, it's a traditional maize that would have come to South Africa with the Portuguese settlers, and was picked up particularly by the Zulu and the Xhosa people who decided they really like this maize as a food. It's not a traditional food in Africa, but it's been absorbed into the culture just for being just a wonderful food. And so, and then obviously those fell out of favor when the big commercial maize companies started, as our populations grew.
Coming up with stuff which grew easier, which was sweeter,
higher
which was a thinner
yields.
skin.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these are just far tastier anyway. And farmers are now very excited, and home growers are very excited about trying to revive these old varieties. And particularly something like the rainbow maize, one of the nice features about it is that it's got dark seeds which are high in anthocyanins, which means it has healthier properties. I mean, we all know about beetroot and red tomatoes and those kinds of foods being healthy for their dark colors. It's the same with the maize.
So what is a way that somebody could get involved in being part of the slow food movement?
Well, one way of doing it, and the most easy way of doing it, is becoming aware of your local food producers and what they grow. It's about starting to gradually change your lifestyle and start being aware of what you're eating, instead of
going for the fast food option in the supermarket.
Yeah, think about the small farmer's shop down the road, or greengrocer that is selling some totally delicious, amazing broccoli that they grew on their small farm in Orange Farm, for example. You need to find those farmers and start supporting them. And it's
Source local,
local, organic, and then start talking the talk as well.
Tell people about it.
And get your friends involved. Even growing your own veggies.
If you're feeling inspired and you'd like to do something for the slow food movement yourself, well, just get along to slowfood.com and go and check out the links for your country. So why don't you make a difference, okay? Be a part of the future growing revolution and get together with some of your friends and make your own seed bank, or at least go out and help some other people. If you have any other great ideas, well, of course, you can always just send us an email on this address and we will see what we can do with you.